What up, y'all? This is Not For The Chat, and welcome back.
Bro, come on. You
What?
sound like me on the first episode. Like, you gotta like.
I did it on purpose. I was talking like this for a purpose.
What's your purpose?
Whatever the hell I want to do. That's how my mind was working in the moment.
Okay.
Oh,
I am
Carlos isn't feeling how I'm feeling today, I guess. We're not on the same wavelength. Well, we got to do this, so
I'm just
get with it. Like, I'm trying to...
So then we're starting this? Is that what we're going?
We have already started.
All right.
I don't understand.
I am Carlos.
He starts doing a robot.
I am Carlos.
Yeah, they know.
Beep beep boop.
Beep beep boop.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this one.
Now he's a Teletubby?
Which one am I?
I don't know the names.
Colors?
The purple one.
He's gonna say black. The purple one? Tinky Winky?
You're the sun. Doesn't the sun have like a face and stuff? Like it's a person?
Yeah, it's a baby.
Oh, it's a...
Yeah.
Damn. I thought it was like a person.
So I'm like, babe.
The night has not been going my way. Let's just continue. So this one's gonna be a little different.
It is.
We might have a little ha-ha he here and there. But I think we're just gonna go through a little conversation between Carlos and I about life in our lives and how this topic that we discuss, kind of just how we frame it in our minds and see if it's something we kind of like to do, I guess, for a podcast instead of the other stuff we've been doing.
We just wanted to try something.
Yeah.
Something different.
I feel like this year is just going to be a bunch of
trials and errors.
Do make attempts and see what we like. And I'm feeling this, though. This is kind of like, I like this concept.
Do you?
Because I'm not funny. so I feel like this is, like, I haven't honed my funny skill. I think I'm funny here and there. Like, I have my moments and, like, I'm quick-witted. But at the same time, I feel as though...
No, I mean, yeah.
That's more your area of expertise?
I'm not even funny. I'm just an asshole. And people find it funny, which is, it helps out. But
win-win, same.
I guess, right? It's just like, okay, he's funny. And I'm like, I was being serious. But all right, yeah, I'm funny.
Damn. And sorry, I kind of like... That recollected some things in my head where, like, was he being real? Funny? Real funny? You know what I'm saying?
Real funny.
But, yeah. Kind of like... You know what? Actually, I'll bring that up at a later topic. A later point.
People have pointed out, like, oh, I was going to say this. Never mind. Do you do that shit a lot?
They do point that out.
Yeah.
Well, but then I have to give back context to the point, and it does not make sense to what we're about to talk about.
Oh, no, I'm just... Regardless of what you're going to say, I'm just saying you do that a lot. And people have told me about it. And
people have told me about it.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
I apologize. I will stop doing that when it pertains to the topic at hand. The only thing is, I don't always stay on topic.
Yeah.
I do tangents all the time. I go off on my own little thought processes and all kinds of stuff like that. So,
like right now.
Well, welcome back again.
Welcome.
We hope that we entertain our little cohort of people that watch us regularly.
We appreciate you. We love y'all.
The two of you. I guess, the group chat has been talking to, a couple group chats have been talking to me. The group chat that we're a part of has been giving us a little feedback and telling us ha-ha he-he's and liking the things we're doing. So, you're going to say anything cool. He's just...
I just like hearing you talk. No, I don't.
Don't blush on. Don't blush on. I was gonna say don't blush on camera. Don't blush on camera.
No, actually, I'm trying to hone in my seriousness, just because we're going to be in a more serious topic, and I want to make sure I'm focused, I just want to make sure I'm in tune.
In tune. I mean, I think we're just gonna be ourselves. Talk, have just a normal conversation between Carlos and I about how environment controls your life, and the more that you think. Like, wait, am I speaking properly? How your environment changes your life more than you think it does. I can't speak nor read, obviously. So that's kind of what we're going to be talking about today. And I 110% agree with that because I've talked about this before, how I have two siblings, and I think all three of us have had very different parents at the times that we were being like raised, I guess, as well as very different lives because of the people that we hung out with and the different activities we did or didn't do throughout our lives. High school, youth, high school, adult life. So I think it's been very different. What's up?
Oh, me?
Yeah, say what you mean?
Oh, no, because you started going on with, like, parents. Well, I don't have brothers. Well, I have a stepbrother and stepsister, so I can't really judge on that, right? Too much.
Right, but I mean,
Because-
still, your environment has changed throughout your life, right? Like,
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess. It's changed a lot. Yeah, I think so. You kind of adapt, whatever your parents put that foundation on you, and then you kind of work that a little bit better, right? Like, yeah, I get you put this here, but like I make it a little bit different because I don't 100% agree with that,
right. But as a kid, you don't know that. It's usually like these people tell you what to do, say, and this is how they think, and then you're like kind of like molded by it, and then you grow out of it. You're saying, right? Like then you
then you're like,
develop.
yeah,
You branch off and develop like your own way of thinking, and then you truly become your own person, right? Like,
yeah, you take like because I mean that's normal to you, right? Because you see it at home, you're like, oh, this is normal to me, So then you kind of like later on see it like, no, that's not normal. You're like, oh, okay, no, that's not normal.
racism.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
To us, it was therapy, but yeah, go out, I mean, it's a little bit different. There's
Same. I'm just kidding.
Oh, wow.
That was completely a joke.
Joke, right? Now you want to be funny?
I've dealt with both. I've dealt with both racism and therapy. I've seen both.
Which one's harder?
Therapy? No, I'm just kidding. Hey.
He's back. He's back. We're about to get canceled. I thought we were gonna get serious with this.
I mean, we will. Let's just let us breathe a little first. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
also, we had another thought in how serious we're gonna get and how this environment. See how I pieced that in there? The environment will change more so where we record, how we record, different things like that. So hopefully we are able to transition differently, and you'll watch how we do it.
Transition.
Yes.
Yeah, no. We just decided to do it here, just because. Honestly, everything's set up, and we're like, well, let's give it a go, right?
Yeah.
Because this is not where we want to do it, but this is kind of where we're at right now. Right?
Yeah.
So, we'll go along with this, and then let us know if like the topic, right? How you guys liked it or not, or whatever, But yeah. Anyways, friends shaping your mindset. Like I like that. Obviously, whoever you surround yourself around, right? That's usually how you either perceive life or be perceived, right?
Okay.
Let's say like if you hang around with a whole bunch of like hoopers, right? Like people play basketball, they're gonna think you play basketball, and to some degree, you might not be good, but you play basketball at least, right?
You're active.
Yeah. Like this was one club thing that we joined, right? Or you trying to call me fat? Is that where we're going with this? Because you smiled and looked at me and said active. Okay.
No, what I was thinking was like, oh, like you could be picked last on the team, but
no, yeah, you can still be.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you could be active. That's what I'm saying. Like,
well, like this whole friendship group that we have, it's because of a run club, right?
Right. Yeah, our our group trip group, yeah, is all developed from a run club. So yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, just this group friendship that we have.
Uh-huh.
It started from a run club.
You and I.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
That's true.
That's kind of where it started.
What's crazy is we went to the same high school.
We did,
but
different year. But yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Like 1 year apart. Yeah, he wasn't cool. He was amazing. No?
I wasn't. I don't know. Y'all tell me. I probably wasn't.
Y'all? Nobody went with y'all. Like,
Huh?
people that went to high school with you watch this?
A couple.
Oh, okay.
They're my friends.
Barely.
Barely.
Because they're not even subscribed. Anyways,
Might have
no.
to have a conversation later.
Call him, it's blocked.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, but I'm saying, like, right, it depends who you hang around with. It changes a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
Because
It does.
you had, like, friends growing up, like, high school, right? Per se.
Yeah.
And, like, high school was a different creature at the time, right?
100%.
You get to hung out with multiple type of people, right? But as you grow older, you start hanging out with, like, you start dropping some of those friends that are like, okay, yeah, maybe they're still thinking like a high schooler, maybe like they used to like gangbang back in the day, right? And then you kind of like, yeah, I don't want to be associated with, with these guys, right? Because they're still my friends, but like I just want to hang out with them as, that guy that he was in 7th grade, not the guy that he's in 12th grade. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of like that. Yeah, so you kind of keep changing, You find new people that are kind of in the same things you're into, right?
Yeah.
Like I found
Pursuing.
a whole bunch of friends that are into this stuff, so not have those friends, and
Right.
you can connect with them a little bit better.
Not only, yeah. So not only that, I think initially, so you have your parents, right? They mold your thinking. Then you have your friend groups. In my experience, my friend group became more of like a family than my family was, just because I didn't have the same thoughts, ideals, and like pursuits or things as my family. So or in general, like a good relationship, I guess, with close family.
Okay.
Let's say that. And then it branched into like me grasping onto friendships real tight. And then that became how I kind of developed. So with that being said, like friendships shaping your mind and stuff like that, I believe that in high school or like in school in general, I didn't think much of it until education wise, until I got around people that were like, they wanted to go somewhere in life, and they're like, oh, I got to go to college, this, that, and the other thing. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think much of the education system in general, but like, I don't think much of currently. But we're talking about like pursuing something great. Then I think I got around the right people. Like coming out of high school. You know what I mean?
No, but yes, you guys understand what he's saying. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
A lot of the people that I hung out with
become better.
Right out of high school.
You could have just said that.
All pursued like college degrees and stuff like that, and we were all very close. And then that spurred me to do more and more.
So, but you becoming closer to those people, you got better outcomes out of the friendships and stuff like that, out of your life because of those friendships. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah, no, my friends ain't shit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Kind of.
No, I have really good friends, growing up and stuff like that, but to some degree, it's like, I think also what kind of changes your mind a lot is like, you want to start making money.
Yes.
That's a big thing, because a lot of things fucked up. Not fucked up, but like changed my life, right? In a sense of like, when I was in high school, I found a job. And then I started making money, and I was like, well, I'm going to be making like $400 every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
At
yeah.
the time, so I'm like, I don't. Why do I need to go to school, right?
Right.
So at that time, I was like, I got gas money. I can buy whatever in school. Like, I don't need to be. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like not the right mindset. You know?
Right.
So yeah, it was just. Then I ended up joining a car club, and that takes a lot of
Okay.
money too. You know? I
Sheesh.
loved it. Like I actually loved it.
I didn't
And
know you did that.
Yeah,
This
I
is
was-
new.
yeah.
We're all learning
We're all
something
learning
today.
something. Yeah, I was in the car club. It's called Infamous. Shout out to y'all. Like
Okay.
it was cool and everything, right? But
Yeah.
it was a lot of money, putting into
Yeah.
your car and stuff like that. Here and there. And shout out to my boy Edgar. He still does it, and his
Okay.
truck looks like he paints, and his truck looks fucking amazing.
Okay.
I'll show you a picture of it, and you'll be like,
Yeah. Dope.
actually, I'm gonna ask if I can steal this picture, and if I can, it'll be somewhere around here. Yeah. Somewhere.
Hey. Oh.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Hey.
saying? It'll be right here somewhere.
I like
But
that.
yeah, he's actually done it, and he like this shit looks really nice because now he paints, so he can paint like his own shit. You know,
Yeah.
and it's really nice. So,
That's dope.
yeah, don't forget what you came from with your truck sitting on 23s. That shit was cool. In high school, he used to have it on 23s.
That's dope.
Like, yeah, it was cool. He used to have like a subwoofer box, but in the actual
Like in the bed.
in the pickup. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, in the
okay.
bed. Yeah,
What kind of truck was it?
it was a F-150.
Okay.
Yeah. So he still has it, which is
Oh,
fucking dope.
damn.
Yeah. From high school to now, he still has it. So yeah, yeah, it's amazing. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, when you start growing up, you kind of start like separating yourself from some people that I
Right.
used to talk to like 10 years ago, and like, to now, and you meet new people,
Mhm.
like this homeless, and then,
Yeah.
what?
And then you develop a podcast, and then here we are.
That he doesn't edit, but whatever.
I'm going.
No, don't even start. Don't even start. Actually, my new French school even podcast editors, okay?
Actually, yeah. He puts an ad in the bottom, looking for. Dang, that's crazy.
Would you like to do a podcast? You can be sitting right there.
Could be. You could be.
He doesn't
Or you could
appreciate
just
me.
edit for us. That'd be straight. That'd be straight, please. No, I'm just kidding. All right. I'll grow up and I'll edit. Okay? I'll edit. It's just a difficult time in my life. Start crying on screen like,
Trying to play victim and shit because it's something you fucked up, so don't take accountability for it. Okay, yeah.
so a part of growing up, I think we grew up very different, right? Like we had to
Oh,
grow
okay.
up differently.
Yeah, okay, I thought you were
No,
gonna go
I'm-
something.
and not-
Yeah, I thought
no,
like, yeah,
no,
okay, all right.
Sorry, I'm not funny, like I said.
We know.
Right.
We grew up differently, as you were saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I believe that we grew up very differently and had to grow up in different ways. Like, before I even left high school, I didn't live with my parents. Actually, before I even got into high school, I didn't live with my parents at a time. But I think my junior year, after my junior year, I didn't live with my parents for like finishing high school. Then relationships, things happened. I moved back with my mom for like a brief period, and then back out again. So it was like a crazy. I don't know. I feel like I grew up faster than most. Like some people still haven't left their home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
And then not only me, but like we all did that. My sister moved out when probably way before that, 16, 17. Well, and then my brother did, and then moved back. But it was just like I feel like we had our independence, I guess, early, and we're able to kind of grow up in that way. I still feel like I'm growing up now, here and there, in different ways, but I feel like I'm grown, but like I feel like there's ways to grow up. Like I still haven't had children. I feel like
I'm growing, little kid. Yeah.
yeah. But I still haven't had children, right? Like that's gonna be like a growing pain.
And you can't. Okay, you're a guy.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
Even if you identify. Okay, let me stop.
Even
No.
even if
Yeah. No. Yeah. I guess growing up. I guess I'll give you. Yeah. I guess I had to grow up to some degree too, right? Like, had a kid at a young age too.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. My girl did. Shout out to her. I helped, but yeah, no, it was.
just kidding.
Yeah, I forgot where I was going with this.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said barely.
Barely.
Yeah, you had to grow up fast because you had a kid.
No, yeah. So it was just like, you know, to some degree, it was like, okay. I have to now provide for, my kid, whatever. So it was like, all right, I can't really pursue school and stuff like that at the time, right? So it was just like, all right, well, I got to get my ass to work, right? So it was like growing up and doing different things that I might wanted to do at the time,
Right.
But it is what it is. Shit happens, but I think also because of her, like my daughter being born. I think it also made me like realize like, okay, like it's not just you anymore. Like you need to fucking lock in,
Yeah.
So it was like, and I guess that made me maybe grow up or
Right.
to a certain degree, like lock in and hey, somebody else is waiting on you. It's not just like you fucking around and like not want to do anything. So yeah.
And then like instead of growing up, I feel like growing up happens. But what do you think the difference is between like growing up and leveling up, in your opinion?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, you can get older, right? I guess the growing up, not just because you're old doesn't mean you're wiser, right? Like you're not wise just because you get older, right? I guess it's like
people that get stuck. You're saying?
Like yeah, like just because you're 40 or 50 doesn't mean like you might know more than a 35-year-old or 30-year-old, right? Yes, you might live more, but if you haven't really like, just because you live longer doesn't mean you know more than somebody else, right?
Or have done enough to get the experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people might like not do enough, but have lived a long time. AKA like you're just going through life, but not really doing much to
living to the full
advance,
potential of that
like,
life. Just you're kind of surviving at some point, right? You're just kind of like.
And there are seasons, but we mean like a continuous like flow like that, like not really in pursuit of anything.
Yeah, no, yeah. I think that's yeah. If you're gonna level up, it's because you want to do. I know sometimes it's hard for every situation, right? But I think if there's a will, right? Because sometimes we're like, oh, I really want to get those J's. So what do I gotta do to? Okay, that one day I'm gonna wake up early as hell. And then go get in line for like 3 or 4 hours prior to, until I get the what I'm saying, like
Boy, we don't have those on Saturdays no more.
Exactly, but I'm saying like if you really
like
wanted to, you would do that to go get that, right?
Yeah.
But everybody will be like, oh well, to start a new career or to start maybe getting into something else, I don't have the time for it or whatever, and it's just like even if it's I don't know. It can be really small too, like, oh, I want to start, doing this, but I'm afraid because then what if I lose a lot of time? I ain't got the time for it, but you don't never know. Like, maybe you can make something out of it, right? Especially like content, right? Say you want to play a guitar, you're like, I don't want to learn how to play a guitar because I don't have the time for it.
Right.
But then all of a sudden you're playing a guitar, you get really good at it. Year from now, you can start giving lessons.
Right.
And it's just be like one of those things like, oh yeah, maybe if I do that, I can make money off of it. And
yeah.
At least it won't be like, well, I got to start a business to level up. Not necessarily. You can just level up your life by doing other things, right? Say you need therapy and you start going to therapy, right? Like, that's leveling up right there. That's what I think. You don't have to necessarily be money-wise where you have to level up,
right? Like
what I think, right? Yeah, you can keep growing up and be 30, 35, 40, 45, but if you're not really doing anything,
action.
Exactly.
Right.
Like anything other than your norm, then yeah, you're not. Like for us, it can be this podcast, right?
Right.
It might not lead to anything, but it might. Whatever it is just.
Yeah. I'm gonna like take the growing up aspect and leveling up aspect as like the growing up happens regardless, but there are like it's almost like it must happen. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like if you're going through life, like the growing up must happen, whereas like the leveling up is something that you create, like a result that you get from experiences, almost like a leveling, like a game, leveling up in a game. Like you gain so many experience points, and then you get to the next level. You have to continuously do these experiences, and you have to gain these these experience points in order to level up. And then surrounding yourself with the right people will allow you to level up. And then eventually, this will take us to our next kind of like talking point, like, can you outgrow your circle? I believe you can 110%. But
I think we have. Think about it. Like, some of your friends that were your friends when you were 21, right? And then when you turn 25, you know, you're going to start off with 10, and then maybe it turns into 5. And then by the time you're 30, it's like, oh, now I have the same one friend that I had because...
Yeah.
Or 2 friends, right? Because they're falling off or whatever, you know? Sometimes you're like, oh, I know you from high school, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it turns into, yeah, actually kind of like us. I was gonna say,
Right.
Yeah, you know, and it's like, oh, I've seen you, and you went to high school, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden you connect with somebody else, right?
Yeah.
And it's weird, right? Because you have friends that were like 10, 15 years long. Like, I have some of those friends, but like, I haven't connected to them in a certain... You connect with every single one of them differently, right?
Right, yeah, 100%.
Just because maybe we're not doing the same things doesn't mean I'm not his friend anymore, but you know, we're not really hanging out like that anymore, right? So I noticed that, like, I have friends that, yeah, if I see them, I'll talk to them, we'll catch up like we like never, you know,
like nothing, no time ever passed,
exactly,
like no
you know,
distance ever passed,
but we don't hang out like every weekend, right? You know, like that type of thing. But I think you can outgrow yours, and it's not a bad thing, right? I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's sometimes it's necessary. Because you get kind of stuck sometimes.
I think you can outgrow your circle, but still keep friends, right? Like, and that's kind of like how you were kind of talking about it, because you've outgrown it, but you can still have those conversations.
Yeah.
We have like a group. I have a group of friends from high school, and we all still stay in contact for the most part, and we try to meet up every single year and this, that, and the other thing. A few of them I talk to on a regular basis, like weekly minimum, and then others like I don't talk to for months. Or like we have a group chat that sometimes it'll blow up real fast and then it'll die again, which is straight, like it's cool, but I've known these people for 15 plus years from high school. One of them is like one of the first people I ever met in middle school when I moved here. So like it's cool to have that. And then also if it's possible, and it might not always be possible, you might be able to level up with these people. And then have like you can outgrow your circle, but like you can still level up with certain people here and there, right? Like also with timelines and those friends, like a lot of times things align as far as like a couple of them had babies at the same time, so like they can talk about that stuff. Nice. You know what I'm saying? And then like others focus on career or like development or this, that, and that thing. And I'm sure they did the same thing, but like more so didn't have. What I'm saying is like didn't have built families and stuff like that. More so built where they wanted to be in life before. Anywho, I think it's probably best case scenario that you outgrow your circle and continue to do that. Like that's my goal, is to continue to outgrow circles, because that means I'm literally I feel like I would be leveling up in life if I don't have that standard for myself.
I think to a certain degree too, you want your circle to outgrow each other, because that means they're doing better, right? 100%. At the end of the day, like if you know,
especially if they have their own pursuits, like their own specific interests or things like that, you should be developing another circle in what you want to pursue in life.
Exactly, because you like, you know, sometimes what they say, it's not what you know, it's who you know type deal, right? Like, so
real. You have to get in the circle first, right, before you outgrow it.
Exactly. So, you know, I don't want to be like, hey, B, I don't think you should take that, because then if you do that, like, you know, what if we don't make this podcast anymore? It's like, no, fuck it. Go ahead and, like, follow your dream and, like, kill it, because, you know, this shouldn't be, like, your main goal, right? Like, this, right, to a certain degree.
Yeah, hey, we don't know.
No,
what if we fall in love with... Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I'm just talking.
No, but I'm saying, like, 100%. You will want for them to be better, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
To do better, because then, like, yeah, we might outgrow each other, but let's say 10, 20 years down the road, it's like, connect back again, it's like, oh, shit. I did all this stuff, and you know, you did all this stuff instead of like 10 years down the road. We're like, yeah, what you doing today? No, nothing. Yeah. You know, just like
the neighbors that are sitting on the porch.
Yeah,
like, just chilling.
Yeah, like that,
and
right?
And going right back to like twiddling their thumbs on their rocking chair.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things like you shouldn't be afraid to outgrow your circle. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you don't have to stop being friends, but you want to, you know, outgrow them to a certain degree. Like, yeah, you know. don't be afraid to leave that circle. They will be there.
Yeah.
Eventually, like
if you're a real one, you know what I'm saying?
I was trying to get
if
to
you're
that
a real
point. Yeah.
one, like also like I think there's a caveat to this though. Like if you're the bum, you know what I mean? Like if you're the one that is not in pursuit of anything, is the one that like you feel like you're falling out of the circle type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little different, and that would be like the flip of what we're talking about, outgrowing the circle. I think there's also like the other side of that. It's like if you have no passion, pursuit, and things like that, then I feel like it's a little bit of a different thing. But again, we were talking about being like a real one or something like that. Like,
there's cases, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, because usually sometimes, like, say you're in a dark circle and like the people you hang out with, that's what makes your day, right? Like you can't wait for the weekend so you can hang out with them because you know life is draining and like this is the people that I want to be around, right? Mm-hmm. Because when I was in my darkest, these are the people that helped me out, and that's understandable. Like we're not, there's cases, but I'm just saying, if you're that person, that's fine. That's just who you are, and if you need that, and that is cool, right? Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be depending all like in just that, but you know maybe at that point, you know, you talk to your friends and be like, hey, the only reason I'm still alive is because I hang out with you guys, right? Like don't
I wasn't
do
going that
yeah.
bad.
No,
I wasn't going that dark, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, like if they're your real friends, like I'm pretty sure they'll help you out, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you should be able to talk to anybody about anything in your friend group, right? At least
to a
one
degree,
one person.
yeah.
Like you don't have to make it like I'm not gonna tell everybody like, hey, you know, I'm depressed, right? So everybody, you might get a couple laughs because you know, and then you might get the one person that you know. There's always one person that you connect more than the rest of the group, and maybe that's your person, right? Like, talk to them on some serious note, and you should be fine. But yeah, no, I'm just saying like, outgrow the circle.
100%.
Leave that guy behind.
I mean, start with yourself. Outgrow you. Yeah, I mean, you got to start somewhere. Like, not you, but I mean, like, develop yourself to the point where it's undeniable that you should be growing. You know what I mean? Like, that's just my thought process. Anyway, but tying into like the being loyal, like staying loyal versus like moving away or like going in like basically splitting the fork in the road, like staying loyal, moving away. This and that thing. So I feel like I've dealt with this a ton. And did you want to put your arm back there instead?
No, I wanted to touch your hand. They're gonna get emotional.
No. But I think I've done both too, though. Staying loyal and moving away. Like I've done both of those in my life.
With friends, right? Like friend groups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I mean, family, friends, just.
Okay.
What?
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like relationships.
Running away from relationships. Abandonment issues. Wait, are we going to therapy? Or are we? what are we having here? What's?
I didn't want to tell you, but intervention. Right?
Yeah, I was gonna. Dude, in my head it clicked right when you said I didn't want to tell you. I was like, this mother. What if somebody actually walked in, like 3 people walk in the door? Brian, we have something. I'd be like, ain't no way. No,
and all they tell you is like edit. Like,
and here we are.
Yeah, I pay like 3 people just to come here. Like, actually, I think what's missing from your life is that a. I know.
What if I just like? Have you ever seen
Yoshi?
That's not what I was talking about, but yeah, X-Men. What I can't remember which one it was.
That's his autism.
But the Toad dude.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And he like
see if we can catch it. It's just like an hour of us just trying to catch it. That's all we're
not
doing.
it. But there's something flying in the room.
Yeah, it's a ladybug. It's a lady that's bugging. Yeah, now you're watching, right?
Yeah, now I am.
Moving away, staying loyal.
Yes.
I think staying loyal. I think it's okay to a certain degree.
It's important.
Yes, like our group chat, right? I would like to say loyal,
I'm
right?
loyal to them. No, I'm just
But
kidding.
I will stay loyal until I can move away.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just saying no.
You move, I move.
When I dip, you dip. We dip.
I put my hands up.
No, gotcha.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I think everybody should move away to certain. Like we kind of talked about this, right? You should want to move away because that hopefully means you're becoming a better person, better at anything, right? Better at your job, your career, your whatever it is, right? Doesn't mean you're not loyal, but staying loyal won't do anything for you. I believe being loyal to, to the group chat or to your friends, like loyal in the sense of like, well, I might not pursue this because I want to be with you guys on this trip.
Yeah.
Right?
I think I believe it's one of the most eye-opening things you can do. If you can just be alone in a city or a space by yourself, or simply just moving out and being in your own space, even if you share the space, but just being apart from the people who have molded you, it's a life-changing experience. This dude is still watching the Ladybug, but
Life experience.
because it'll help you grow in a lot of different ways. It'll help you find yourself in a lot of different ways, as long as you are like mentally in tune in that way. I honestly, I think I grew up late. Like I matured later, but I think I believe I was one of the party through my 20s, like do a lot in my 20s, and then not really do, like, waste your 20s, develop in your 30s, that's kind of like me.
Okay.
Like I wasted more of my 20s and like early years, not I was doing things like in pursuit of business and stuff like that. Well, I thought I wasn't like doing what, my mind is a lot different now than it was then, you know what I mean? But I know people that did the opposite and pursued a lot in their 20s and became very successful people. I'm just saying that, like, dude, you missed.
I know.
But I believe I've been a very loyal person to, like, my friends, and more so my friends than, okay. Leave it, just let it be.
All I'm trying to say at the end of the day is like, surround yourself with good people, right? Just that. You don't owe anything to anybody. Like, if you feel like you have a friend that's bringing you down.
Said it. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Walk out on you. Just outgrow.
Fuck up. Just surround yourself with good people. That's it. Because you don't. Say you had a friend from like a young age and like you feel like you need to be there because they're always going through something. To a certain degree, you have to put a stop to it, right? Because you're just going to enable all this behavior, right? And it's just like, to a certain degree, you have to be like, all right, where do I stop? Just surround yourself with good people that are going to make you better to a certain degree that just make you feel better. That you're like, oh my God, sometimes you're like, ugh, they're calling again, right? And it's just like, I wonder what the hell's going on this time, right? And you're just like, okay, fine. All right, here goes 30 minutes. Hello? You're like, okay. To a certain degree, it drains you too.
Yeah.
But then you get those calls like, oh shit, I wonder what the fuck's going on, right? And like,
yeah.
Actually waiting for this call, or like, I want to talk to this person because it's like, we're working towards something, or we're doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To piggyback off that, I think the difference is when you're saying like, oh, like you're huffing and puffing that you got to answer this call, and like you're excited. I think there's like an obligation to that loyalty aspect that like, let me answer this. And if you feel like there's an obligation to do something or to answer a phone call or something like that, more so than a want, that means like you don't want to do it. Like it's pretty simple. It's like it's something you don't want, so now you're obligated. And at the end of the day, you should be picking and choosing your battles and being self-aware enough to be like, maybe I don't want to talk to this person. Maybe I kind of want to put a little bit of distance between us in pursuit of my growth or the people that I want to talk to, and still having loyalty. You can still be a friend, but like make that like decision more intentional.
Yeah, if it's just like about the same thing over and over again, right? Let's say you keep talking to this person, right? And it's the same thing over and over again. Whether it be like they're calling you about work because work has them all stressed out and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, well, let me help you look for a different job, right? And they're like, oh, well, no, no, no. And it's like, to a certain degree, you know, you got to put a stop to it. It's like, listen, are you going to call me again about work or we're going to talk about something else, right? That's what I mean. Like, you know, you got to put a stop to it. Like, you know.
I think Carlos is trying to tell me something. I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. No,
I talk to him about work a lot. But it's funny. He's like, get subtle hints on the podcast.
And we're about to.
We have a severe weather warning here.
Yeah.
In this part of the world.
Yeah, it's
it's been
so
also a tornado.
A
right?
tornado watch and raining flood.
But here we are, serving the people. You know.
Yeah, here we are.
Talking about if you're supposed to be loyal or not.
Yeah, I mean, we might get moved away right now. I don't know. Tornado might just come through.
He got a basement. We can try our hardest to stay locked in. We bring this with us. Continue the podcast.
And go live.
We still haven't gone live.
Damn. Wanna go live?
We should go live. Right now?
I'm just talking shit.
Late as hell? I mean, some.
No.
But.
Yeah, it's almost 11, yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, it's.
We said we were going to make this short. It's been like 45 minutes.
No, it's been good.
No, I know. I think it's good.
I don't think it's been 45 minutes.
Well, it started at 10, and it's 10:45.
We're about to make a bet. We didn't start at 10 though. We started, but we didn't start.
No, and then we had.
Why are we even having this conversation right now?
I don't know. Why not?
We just want to argue on camera.
Why not?
Never mind.
I was gonna say, bitch.
I was gonna say the other thing, the joke from earlier.
That one?
No.
Oh.
You.
Okay.
He's trying to call me racist again.
Oh, you gonna call me babe?
Yeah.
Is that the one you were gonna? Oh. Okay, yeah, we had two.
It clicked.
So there's like a Mexican word, like slur for Mexican, starts with an S, and like, you know, we were discussing it earlier.
Yes, in the car ride, and then the other one.
He loves me. I don't know. Is that transition shit? You know?
That he loves me.
Bro, that shit caught me off guard because you said, huh? I said, what? And he said, oh, no.
Is it because it was an accident?
Was it?
We'll never know.
Mm-mm.
Anyway.
I seen your eyes when you said it. I know. Because I was turning around. I was
like, and I was looking at my phone.
Yeah, and then you said, babe, bro, what?
What did I say? I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I don't know what he did.
On my mama, he did.
I'm not going there.
Yeah, exactly.
Either way, I honestly, going back to our points here, your environment controls your life more than you think, and I agree with that. That's why I love being here. You know what I'm saying?
I love that he loves being here. And we love to sometimes have you.
Yeah.
He's an amazing person.
Thanks.
And that's it. That's all I got.
I appreciate that. No, I do like being here, though. I enjoy being around your family and stuff like that. I was just, on the real, man, just pursue everything you want in life. And I support you. We support you.
I don't.
Oh, he don't. I do. Do your thing. I mean, I want everyone to just be great at whatever.
Yeah,
they
me
want
too.
to do.
I want everybody to be great, but not greater than me.
Damn.
That's facts. Okay, honestly, would you rather somebody tell you, like, I want you to do great? Not you specifically, right? But like saying like, you know, that fake, like, no, you got this, boo, you do. Or you want like somebody to tell you like, kind of like hard, like kind of what I did, right? Like, oh, you can be great, just don't be greater than me, you know? Like, give it to you like straight, right? Honestly, I would want you to be great regardless, right?
Okay.
You know, it's just me talking shit, right? Because I feel like a lot of times we get like that fake, like, no, you look so pretty, and you're
Okay, enablers.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I agree with you. I'd rather just, if I look ugly, or if I got something on my eye, or if I got a booger, I gotta clean it. Like,
that bandana's not it.
bandana's not it, but I'm gonna keep it on because I haven't had a haircut in 2 weeks. I get a haircut on Wednesday.
Anyways, but yeah, no, I think surround yourself with more people like that. They'll give it to you straight. Like, it might hurt a little bit, but at least you know their intentions are there. Like, they're good intentions, right? Like, they really, you know. I could be that person, but some people take it as I'm being mean, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, just gotta stay loyal. Be true to yourself. Stay loyal to the peoples. That you want to be around, though. You know. But yeah, I think this was decent, and we could probably wrap this up.
Yeah. Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe.
Let us know if you enjoyed this type of content, this kind of talking point. I enjoy this kind of stuff. I think we still have to find our way a little bit, but this is like my bread and butter. I like to talk, period.
And he's not funny, so.
And I'm not funny.
What he said. And I really don't care. I'm just here to have a good time. But
I'm also here for a good time.
No, but...
Not a long time, you know.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't care what we talk about. I'll be okay. You know? We can be funny. We can not be funny. We can try. We can be serious. I think we got it all a little bit. A little bit of everything.
I feel like you're like... He came up with this talking point. Just so y'all know.
I've come up with most of the talking points. No?
I mean...
No? No?
Yeah.
60-40?
70-30.
70-30, exactly.
Maybe 75-25 at this point.
Okay, that's kind of...
And mine didn't even get aired. Mine weren't even good enough to find it on the podcast.
He said, I got this idea. We tried it. I grabbed it. I put it on the fridge. I said, this goes right here.
The art that you're...
Exactly. Yep. We tried it, and you know what? It was an experience, and we said never again.
But it was an experience, and we know what not to do. Or we need to find a different way to do it either way. But... Because this is kind of like that, actually, in a way. It's just a smaller format and more of a specific topic.
Are you talking about when you did, like, the direct questions?
Yeah, but this is kind of a direct question. It's more...
We focus on one instead of trying to expand, like, 18 questions.
We tried to do a rapid fire, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
I thought it would be a good idea.
It was just all over the place. He was looking down on his phone. I was answering. Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah,
it's a learning process. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking suck.
We are leveling up.
Growing apart from each other?
Growing apart? Oh, shit, you might see us on different podcasts in a couple years. That's what you're trying to say? All right.
Which podcast you...
Honestly, I don't even know what... So if you did a podcast by yourself, what would it be? What do you think?
Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Really? Okay, yeah, okay.
Or I would do... I don't know. I would probably get, like, something funny. You know what I really like? Having conversations with women that are not, like, high IQ. And, like... Just to see, like, where they're at, right? Because a woman that has a high IQ won't argue with me. But the woman that wants to argue just to, like... I feel like they don't have a higher IQ, right? Because... to a certain degree, you can just tell me to fuck off, right? Like, yeah, you're stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, your points are not even. You're like, okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? The other women are like, wait, no, and you know, it just kind of like trying to like make me understand their point of view, and it's just like, you don't have to do all that. Like,
Okay.
it's okay.
I
You
get
know,
what you're saying.
It's just funny, and I
understand.
don't just rage bait just to be an asshole. I do, but
I was like, that is so false. That is the most false statement
I'm
you've made.
I'm like, well, I do. I kind of do.
You rage bait intentionally.
Yeah, I do. But no, I'm just saying because it would just be funny to me because, like, you know, you can just not say anything and then you'll be fine. But you try to, like, prove your point and, like, get it across me to change my mind. It's like, you know.
That's when the fire starts to be fueled a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think that way?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, are you happy?
Yeah.
Do you still talk to your dad? All right, never mind.
I don't. I mean, actually, sometimes there are moments.
Is it Ouija board? I'm sorry. It's late.
I've never actually done one of those, so
Okay.
I'm safe for now.
Thunder Buddies.
I don't.
Ah, man. Remember, if it's not for the chat.
Thunder Buddies, where it's at.
Love y'all.